Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Disney Countdown Show. My name is Megan, the Magical Millennial, and I am joined today by my ever so lovely co-host, the dapper Danielle. How are you doing over there, Danielle?
I'm dying from allergies.
Oh,
the trees and plants are coming after me, and I am being personally victimized by the allergies here in Florida. And you know what's irritating is that I think what it is that it's wherever my apartment is, it's one plant. It's nowhere
Just
else.
one?
I was on Disney World property. I was in the middle of Epcot World Showcase during Flower and Garden Festival and not sneezing my head off. Maybe once or twice, but not to the point where I'm like that cat meme where it's like, achoo, achoo, achoo. But like here, it must be one of these plants right out here behind my window, and I don't know which one of these suckers it is. So I can't open up my door. I had to find my masks from like COVID times, and I'm like having to walk around the house with this on so that way I can function. It's been rough.
I am so sorry. Allergies are the worst. And that's so funny you bring that up, because I didn't even put like two and two together that Flower and Garden like could be an allergy thing for some people, because they're plants. Obviously, that like the topiaries and stuff, I don't think they would make people sneeze, but you never know. And I honestly didn't know that Florida had that bad of allergies, because over here in California during the springtime, we got pollen flying around in the air, and people get all stuffed up. And actually, even for me, I developed allergies later in life. I never had them before, but I tend to feel it now from time to time. So
it's these swamp plants back here. You know,
it's gotta be the swamp plants.
It's the swamp. And I think it's actually nettle, to be specific. And because there's not a lot of that over in central Orlando.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or maybe it's oak. Darn oak.
Because are you north? Where are you again? From Orlando?
So like in central Orlando, but then whenever I'm visiting my parents' place, they're over towards like Tampa area. So they're closer to the coast.
I see. Okay.
But then there's this like swamp, brackish water kind of combination where you get a little bit of ocean, a little bit of swampiness, and it's just Danielle's nose is about to fall off her face.
Got it. Yeah, that's not fun. One bit. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I like over here. I honestly, the allergies have been fine. I got up super early this morning to register for the Wine and Dine Half Marathon.
And you know who forgot about it and slept in? This girl.
Oh no! Did you want to do it?
I was only interested in the one for Chef because it was Muppets. That was the only reason why I was even interested. So I'm not super heartbroken about it. But did you get in?
Yes, we are doing the challenge. The
good.
Race and a half. Yeah, we did do that. Except when I was registering, there was an issue. Because I usually register my friend as well. And when I went to click, I want to add another registration. And as you filled it out, the drop-down menu for t-shirt size was the only thing that wasn't working on my phone. And I was about to throw my phone across the room because I was so PO'd. I'm like seriously, Run Disney, you can't get your... I don't think it was my phone. I think it was the registration page. So I had to buy mine and risk like being kicked out again, but no, they let me back in to do hers. So
oh wow,
it was fine. I was just like, I got a little, turned a little red at 8:00 this morning. So, but it's okay.
You're like, do not attack or throw an item that's next to you. Calm down.
I was like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But, it was an hour past registration opening, so I was worried that things were going to start selling out. But no, they didn't. And by the way, your races are a lot cheaper over there. And
are they?
In terms of the quality, I feel like your quality is a lot better. Oh, they're $80 cheaper. The race and a half over here for us is like $480 or something.
Is it
crazy?
tax?
Or $440. No,
really?
your race is at $375. And after tax goes to $4 something. Ours is whatever the price is posted, I think at $440, that's what it remains. So there's no tax that's added on, which is so weird because that feels like it should be flipped. But because you're Florida, we're California. But it's just it's weird. It's a weird thing. I don't know why those are different because it's Run Disney. It's the same company. But yeah, So fun facts from the start of this podcast.
Interesting. That extra $80 is allowing you to go into the city of Anaheim is really what it is.
I guess, you know what? I totally, that was the next thought I had, is that it's a city of Anaheim deal, whatever they got going with them. So,
right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're registered, so we'll be there in November. See you then, Danielle.
How exciting. Yes.
Yeah. We're doing the race in it.
Cooler, but I mean, you'll be in the,
we're gonna,
for Christmas time, right? Or you'll be at the very beginning of Christmas.
Beginning of Christmas. So I've never been there for Christmas time, so I'm very excited. I've only been there during Halloween time. I know. First time, so that'll be fun. First wine and dine. I'm very excited. Yeah, we're gonna do the Halloween half over here in September, and then 2 months later do wine and dine for the Coast to Coast Challenge.
Oh,
that was our goal for this year. Yeah. So we're excited for that.
Wow.
Don't know how much Magical Millennial is gonna run, but we're gonna cross that finish line.
The 5K. That's it. Any other runnings for the other 2 races? That's it.
Yep. We'll do our best.
But y'all, thanks again for tuning in and listening to us. We have a lot of other things to cover. We got some news, we got some things to rate and review also, but make sure that you're following us over on the social medias, on the Disney Countdown Show over on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Pod Disney over on the Twitter X, and to our YouTube fam. Hello, YouTube fam. You're probably watching us right now. We are also on youtube.com/countdown network, where we're over there with all of our other sibling channels. So we have what else? Christmas countdowns videos are up there. Theater countdowns videos are on there too. So you can go see all of our siblings.
Yeah, all of our sister networks. Yes, and of course we love that you follow us. If you do, if you don't, please follow us on our personal socials as well. I am the Magical Millennial.
Please go follow us over on Instagram now that TikTok is just been approved through the next voting series, and we don't know what's going to be happening. So please follow us on Instagram.
Instagram or YouTube, because I'm trying with the YouTube over there as well. Same thing, Magical Millennial and _, and then she is the Dapper Danielle. So appreciate it. Follow on all of the social platforms.
For sure. And Megan, we've been talking so much about people like sending us reviews and sending us fan mail. Y'all, we have so much fan mail coming in now. Y'all, we're going to have to dig into some of these, but let's talk about some of these Apple Podcast reviews that we have. Megan, I think this first one, a fellow Magic Key inspiration. I think you should get this one.
Magic Key. Okay, I'll take this one. So yes, this is from Steph MSW. She says, "Love you both. Love to follow. Thank you for all the emotions, for all the laughs. I am a fellow millennial and former annual pass holder here from Long Beach, California, and I'm just grateful for all the content to get through my job as a hospital social worker. Y'all make the commute so much less stressful. Excited to join your Patreon." Oh, Steph, thank you so much, and thank you for all that you do. By the way, your work is majorly appreciated, and thank you so much for following. Honestly, I don't know if you're a Magic Key holder now. I know it's a little bit different these days, but man, those annual passes were great before reservations. Different time, but different era. Yeah, happy we can bring the Disney to you on your commute.
Oh, well, we have another one here. This one is from 2DK Einball. That's
Kimball. 2D Kimball? Is it Kimball? 2D Kimball.
2D Kimball. Okay, that makes more sense because I read it 2 and then my initials are DK. So I read it as my initials first, like, oh, it's 2 and then DK for Danielle Kelly. And then I'm Ball, not Kimball. Oh my goodness. 2D Kimball. It's nice to hear you. Anyway, moving on before Danielle makes more of a fool of herself. This review is another 5-star review, and it says, "I'm loving the Disney fix, always from the parks. I look forward to listening to this podcast every week, ! I became followers of both Danielle and Megan after watching their content on TikTok and was excited to hear about the podcast. As a former Californian, now living in Central Florida, nice. Danielle is helpful to give history about Walt Disney World and learning tips on working through the Walt Disney World quirks, while Megan helps to give me my Disneyland fix." Aww.
Yay!
As a former Disneyland cast member, I always hold Disneyland at the top of my heart. We're headed back to California for spring break and going to visit the parks and showing our kids the differences between the rides, although there won't be the best ride, Cosmic Rewind.
This is a person after my own heart. I love
right?
this.
They're agreeing with you on a lot of things.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
will still have fun watching the different entertainment. I am bummed to not see Mickey and the Magical Map, but we will endure.
If that's ever coming back.
Right?
We'll see. Yeah.
And thank you to you for giving me a podcast that we can listen to with the kids and on our way to the parks, or just when I need a little Disney fix. Looking forward to so much more content from you both. Oh, thank you, Judy Kimball. Yes. We're so happy that you're following us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And then we also do have some fan messages here. So this is some DMs that we got on Instagram. And this is from Marianella. She says, "My dear ladies, greetings from the longest country of the world, Chile." Woo! Oh my gosh. Hi, Chile. I'm a huge fan of yours since your first episode, and I follow you both since the Panini era. Love that you said Panini. First of all, thanks for making my Monday mornings more fun. It's not always easy to start the week. People must think, what the heck, when I start laughing in the subway with all Danielle's rants, or when my eyes got watery with some of Meg's song choices. The credit songs are part of my life playlist. Wow. I recently joined Patreon because the Patreon because I needed to hear the extra stuff. I love, even been so many miles away from the parks, feel so close to them thanks to you. You both make me feel at home, and the time between trips to Walt Disney World shorter. I will be back to Walt Disney World in May for my birthday, so I hope to cross paths with Danielle. And don't worry, I will be hydrated and use mobile order. Best tips ever, impossible to forget. And Meg, great Spanish pronunciation. Thanks again. Thank you, Marianella. I appreciate that. I try.
And she tolerates mine.
I try to put my Spanish minor to good use. Yay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope you get to meet Marianella, Danielle. That's so cool.
Right? Yes. See, and I honestly, somebody was asking me, they're like, Danielle, what are your plans for the month of May? And I'm like, guys, I barely even know what I'm doing this week. So
yeah, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And I'm like, okay, I understand the rest of y'all are planning out your trips like months in advance. And that's, you should be doing that. You should be planning out your trips months in advance.
Yes.
Just know sure. I have no idea what I'm doing months in advance. So
yeah. That's
don't factor me into my plans.
We try. I actually there is maybe a chance that I'm coming to Disney World in May. We'll see at the beginning.
But even you don't know yet.
I don't know. I'll keep you posted. But there is now a chance. But thank you, Marianella, for that. That message was amazing. Thank you.
And we have another one. This is from Molly on Instagram. And it says, "Hey guys, love the podcast. I have serious thoughts on the Cars franchise." Oh, ooh. I love, same as the Dapper Danielle. I strongly believe they should have themed the sequels based on Radiator Springs. That's what people loved most about the movie. Why did they decide to do Mission Impossible? It was silly. I agree, Molly, I really do.
Nobody's perfect, Molly. Pixar is not perfect. Disney's not perfect. And great question, because as we all know, Cars 2 is an abomination of the Pixar company. So it's good dinosaur level. It's lowest of the low. I would honestly put Good Dinosaur over Cars 2, just simply for the dinosaur. So yeah. But
I just love that we got the Pope car. That's the only thing that I really like about.
Hilarious.
We had the Queen of England car, and we got the Pope car. That's the only good thing about Cars 2.
Yes, and I'm fully convinced they made a Cars 3 just to make up for Cars 2, which technically was better. So, but love that. And yes, Radiator Springs for sure the best part of Cars. We actually just talked about that in our bonus episode, Danielle. That
we did.
That the scenery and the geography of Cars is the best part of that movie.
It 100% was. 100%.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Next one here is from Angie on Instagram. And she says, "I so love and enjoy listening to the podcast. I came across it last week and have binge listened and have loved all the countdowns. I honestly feel like when I listen, I'm just chit-chatting with my close friends about all things Disney. I was thinking it would be fun if you could do your favorite voice character countdown. Love, or even your favorite Disney actors. Oh, that's a good idea. There's so many
Danielle doesn't know the actors' names. She just knows the characters.
Danielle's gonna have to do some research for that one.
I'll
for
have
real.
to really...
I could spit 10 out the top of my head right now. But there are so many repeat actors, whether they do both voice and live, or just one of these. Thought it would be really fun. Josh Gad, Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, or your favorite casted characters to films that you love. Ooh. Love that, Angie. Great idea. just because I'm an IMDb little geek and I like to look at the cast list for everything. So great idea. Thank you. Definitely write that down.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Now we have another one. Oh, we got two more, but this
two more. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is it Georgia?
Georgia.
Just Georgia? Yes. Yeah. Again, the dyslexia is working strong today.
You're okay.
Georgia on Instagram. Oh my goodness. And they say, I listen to, this is someone after my own heart because they put in a lot of y'alls right here. This is why they had me read this one. I listen to y'all on the pod on Spotify, but I wasn't gonna let that stop me from leaving a review. Y'all have been just what I needed as a former DCP participant now in the real world who still needs her daily dose of Disney magic. Plus, I agree, People Mover is underrated.
Whoop whoop! Yes, Georgia, we love the People Mover. Yes.
Y'all come back now. You're here. I love it when y'all pop into into the comments and you use language I can understand. And
Georgia, are you from Georgia?
That would be even better.
Right?
She's probably not. She's probably from South Carolina.
I know. yeah. Somewhere else in the South. I love it. Yay. And yes, People Mover stands for life. 100%.
For sure.
But last one here is from Allison on Instagram. Hello, you beautiful babes. Thank you so much for making a great podcast. I've been enjoying watching on YouTube. Hello. Hi, Allison. While having dinner. It's been my dose of magic after a busy day. Megan, you've made me want to save up for our future Disneyland visits. Ooh. And congrats on your engagement. Thank you, Allison. Keep making amazing content, you too. I hope you always have magical days and dream of churros every night. Allison, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. And yes, I hope that you can come over to Disneyland very soon.
Because you gotta try their churros.
You gotta try our churros.
Dreaming of their churros.
That's right. Our churros, all of our food, really. It's waiting for you.
Oh, it's waiting for me. Forget Allison. I love you, Allison, but I need to get back over there to get some food items.
Yes, she does. Yes, Dapper Danielle. Future trip coming up.
Oh, goodness. And so along with all this, we also have a couple of new Patreon fam members. The Patreon family just keeps growing. So we got a couple. We got Amber, Jennifer, Lucy, Mindy, Emily, Brianna, Julie, and John. All have joined into the Patreon family, and we don't forget, guys, we have rolled out new categories, new levels. So we have our Park Hopper, Pass Holder, and DC 33 fam, and our DC 33 and I believe our Pass Holder family are in the chat today, and they're hanging out. Everyone. They're listening to us as a live audience as we're recording this episode. So hello, and thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate it. Yes. They're sounding off. Hello, people. Hello. And we are doing a little giveaway. We're starting to do giveaways too for some of our for the DC 33 family.
Yes.
We're working on that exclusive pin. We have that finalized. We have the design all figured out. And we are also working on a couple of other cool things, like having your top 5 list read on the show via voice memo, or we're also working on a couple of happy birthday messages we have to record after this episode to send to some of y'all that are celebrating. How cool. Yeah. And we're also, with everybody, we're doing a hangout here in just a couple of days.
Yes, that should be this Friday, which is very exciting. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to join our magical fam, you can click the link in our episode notes or head over to patreon.com and search Disney Countdown. And again, welcome to Amber, Jennifer, Lucy, Mindy, Emily, Brianna, Julia, and John. Thank you guys so much for being here, and excited to see you guys for the virtual hang. It's gonna be fun.
Fabulous.
All right, Danielle. We got some things that we need to discuss.
What do we need to catch up on first? I feel like there's so much. I kind of alluded to what we just found out today. So as we're recording this, y'all, this is it is March 12th.
March 12th. Mm-hmm.
And is it tomorrow, or was it yesterday that the TikTok, or actually the TikTok stuff gets voted on in the next round tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow?
I believe it's tomorrow. I need to double check. Some of you guys have probably heard about this, and this is, I don't know, this is one of those weird things where, like, you don't, I mean, it is just a social media app, and it's like everybody's calling it the ban on TikTok, but it's really just the removing of the parent company that owns TikTok and trying to have it be sold to an American-based company. And
correct. Yeah.
but everybody's panicking now, and it has people like me and Megan that are just like, is this going to mess up our numbers? What's going to happen with our algorithms? Where do we start posting our content to? So that way we make sure we don't lose connection with you guys.
Right. Yeah. So lots of questions, lots of, I guess I don't want to say fear, but I do think it's a little bit of fear mongering in that way.
Yes.
For people who use TikTok, for people who have built a career on TikTok. And, lots of opinions, lots of frustration with obviously the US government and people who, agree that we shouldn't have a foreign owned app by, of course, a country who is not an ally. So, there are, in terms of like the logistics of it, there are a lot of stages that this has to get through in order to be passed. First of all, it has to get through the House, it has to get through the Senate, and obviously the president does have to
an additional 5 months for anything to happen.
Plus an additional 5 months. Is it 5 or 6 months? Is it 150 or 180 days? I
think it's 5.
Okay, so 5 months. And obviously we do have an election coming up this year. So, it's a lot of, I guess a little bit of panic just because this, a committee has voted on it and it was unanimous, right? Like they all voted yes to, try to make TikTok a US owned app and having them sell it to us or something like that. But we still have a voice. We're going to figure it out. We're still here. We still have a voice. I do appreciate what TikTok has done for me in my life. That's where I got my start. And I love using Instagram. I do love using YouTube as well. But, TikTok that's where it all began for me. So I would like to keep it around for sure.
I think that's some of the same for me too. And like, just all my old videos, I got to find a way to try to save some of those old videos. Cause at the time I was a little cast member. I didn't know if I was even going to do anything on social media with this stuff. So I just posted stuff for giggles. I didn't save anything. So I'm having to go through and make sure I have like catalogs of information of these videos so that way I can keep that data. But so for those of you that have been asking us, that you've been messaging us, just know that we are still just rolling along. We are going to keep posting our content. We are not changing anything major. We're just going to keep making it work until something changes. So again, we appreciate that you guys are following us here. That we're everywhere. Again, we need to make it. We're on the Insta spams. We're over on the YouTubes. We're on the things. You'll always have a way of being able to find us and being able to contact us. If not, always here on the podcast, over here on Disney Countdown Show, which we appreciate you guys so much.
We'll be here.
Some other stuff that's happening in the Disney catch-up world. Megan, can you confirm if you're going to be able to pick up the Chubby popcorn bucket for me in a less like serious way? I need this popcorn bucket. Forget TikTok. I just need this popcorn bucket of my son.
Absolutely, Danielle. I will be there and I will get a Chubby popcorn bucket for you and for myself just because he's so stinking cute. I'm not even a popcorn bucket person, guys, and I will be getting a Chubby popcorn bucket. I am, oh my gosh, okay. I need to make sure that I'm going to be there on the date that this releases because I know this is going to sell out first day.
Checking your reservations right now.
I'm like, oh my god, let me just make sure. Okay, Disneyland. Did they even post it to Disneyland? No, they didn't. Wow.
Well, what do you mean? Like, I think they posted on the Disney Parks app. And I think it's March 6th. Is it the 16th? It's coming up actually before this episode airs.
I found it. Okay. Yes. It is dropping. Oh no. It was just a video. They didn't even say the date in the caption. Wow.
Really?
No, not on Disney Parks.
Hold on. Everybody has been sending me the links. So I pulled it up. I think it's Disney Food Blog posted about it. Hold on. Let me go to my many tagged videos. I have been tagged so much in this, y'all. Which I appreciate. Y'all know me so well. You really, really do. And y'all are my lifeblood to making sure that I'm up to date on these things in case I miss it. But okay, it's going to be March 19th at the popcorn cart in Mickey's Toontown.
Perfect. I will be there. Okay.
Fabulous. I shall retrieve my son. Oh, one of my sons. The other bird. And what's funny is I think he might actually stand up because I'm looking at the picture of him and his little feet are kind of flat. So he might actually be able to stand up straight.
I think he does too. Yeah.
Oh, I love him already.
He's so cute. He is so cute. Oh my God. Adorable. Chubby is probably my favorite part of Toontown and Runaway Railway, to be honest. So I think I need him as well.
Which is funny because he's only in the very beginning and the very end.
The very end,
like,
yeah.
And everybody's like, well, he's just the merchandise bird. And I'm like,
they made him a shoulder pal. They did everything. Oh yeah.
But I fell for that merchandising. I was the one that was sold to on this and I am fine with it. So leave him alone. Leave Chubby alone.
He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Just adorable. But yes, I will be getting that for you, Danielle. Don't you worry. Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And yeah, I mean the other news that I have is that we're going to which I said in the beginning of this episode, we're going to be doing the Coast to Coast Challenge for Run Disney. Disneyland Halloween half marathon, which we did we're going to do the challenge. We're doing the challenge and then the challenge also at Wine and Dine. So catch us over here the first weekend of September and then the first weekend of November in Orlando.
At least they're not like immediately back to back. And
that's kind of nice where you do have that 2-month break. Yeah, I like that because people did do Dopey and the Disneyland Half Marathon back-to-back weekends. And I was like, y'all are nuts. Y'all are nuts. So yeah, I'm happy we have a little break because my knees are going to need it.
You're like, I have a full month to recover. I won't be dying. It's great.
No, my knees will not just buckle in on me. We'll be okay.
Well, Megan, speaking of your knees needing a break, I think we need to break into some Disney news.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney news. Ladies and gentlemen, Daddy Bob Iger has announced that supposedly Disneyland is getting a full-on land. I'm using air quotes for those of you that are listening, of Pandora. Like, y'all are trying to get a little bit of Animal Kingdom over there in the Disneyland side.
Yeah. Looks like Avatar and a full Avatar Land / Pandora is coming to the Disneyland resorts. And it is confirmed by Bob Iger that will be a thing. No idea where it's going to go. They did mention in one of the articles from OC Register that, yes, Disneyland Forward is still trying to move forward. We're trying to get a bunch of acres of land over on the west side so that they could build more to the Disneyland resorts. And so that potentially could be where Pandora is going to be built. However, that will not be happening for a very long time. So I have a feeling they might use a part of the resort that's already established, but they might bulldoze and put up a whole Pandora, I guess. So
our producer, Danny, kind of had his 2 cents that he threw in before we started recording, was that he thinks that they are going to take the building that the Hyperion Theater is in over in DCA because the structure's already there.
It's going to be more towards the left side though, like the whole Monsters
really?
Inc. Yeah, where the like it used to house actually Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It was the Avengers Studio store. Yeah, in that wing over there, because we haven't used those buildings in a very long time, except for Monsters Inc. of course. And it would be so sad to lose that one because it's such a beloved attraction, especially for families. But that could potentially be where they put an Avatar theme land. Yes, I think there would be enough space.
I gotta say, even if they try, I think one of the only reasons why Pandora does so well here in Animal Kingdom is because we had Joe Rohde.
100%.
Where he would not have any affiliation with it in this one. No.
And I personally do not think it works at all with DCA. I don't think it works with Disneyland, honestly. I have many, many thoughts on this, you guys. It would be such a sore thumb in my eyes if you put it in DCA. I do think if they put it as part of Disneyland Forward, that'd be great. But I don't think it should take the place of Hollywoodland or Hollywood Boulevard, literally one of the last remaining things that we have in relation to California. It might as well not be called DCA anymore at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And I just don't. And then there's the flip side to it. It's like, okay, number one, did anybody ask for this on the West Coast?
No.
I haven't heard literally anything on any sort of forum or any comment section that asked for an Avatar land at the Disneyland Resort. Number two, I personally don't think, and this was actually a topic of conversation I think that happened last year with one of my friends on TikTok, is that I personally don't think all the resorts should look the same. I think we'll keep some things over in World that we don't have in Land, and we'll do the same. You know what I mean? I
just want Chubby popcorn buckets because it's over here.
And I get it. You have Runaway Railway. Right. Like, merch can be, you know, we can have each other's merch. Right. I mean, Lord knows I've been talking about Tokyo merch for the longest time and how they have the best merch. But I don't think that, like, we need certain things. Like, if they put Tron in over here, great. Okay, that's one ride. But a whole land, like,
but
that doesn't really fit our
around
theme.
The world that would have Tron.
Yeah.
And the exact same ride. Copy and paste.
Copy and paste. Exactly. A Cosmic Rewind, that'd be cool over here. But we have Mission Breakout. So that, you know, do we need 2 Guardians attractions? I don't know.
No, not really.
Not really. Right. So I just feel like having a Pandora, and especially after, like, everything's kind of blown over with Avatar right now. I did not watch Way of Water. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't watch the second one. I tried to. I really did. I got bored. And it's 3 hours long. Again, I just don't have the time. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me being such a, like, pessimist about the whole Avatar thing. I did enjoy the first movie. I love Pandora and Animal Kingdom, but that's because it works so well and it fits so perfectly in that park. It would not do the same for me in DCA.
Unless they're so desperate, because what they do is that they are still hardcore pushing so much merchandise to Pandora that's so specific to the Avatar movies and to the Na'vi, and it's not the merchandise doesn't do well, and it just goes to the outlet stores.
There. Yeah.
So then are they just going to be like, oh, we got to open up a whole new land just to push this merchandise over there? I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like, I don't know, between James Cameron and Bob Iger talking, and he's getting in his ear about things, but I just feel like there are so many more franchises and so many better themes that we could have in Land.
Right.
That would work better. But again, if it's a part of Disneyland Forward, if it's going to be a whole separate thing that they build, that's a part of it. Sure, okay, I get that, but I would not want to see it in DCA.
I guess my question is, if there's a Blue Skies project, because let's pin words hard. Anyway, someone said how we, like, in one of our last podcast episodes, we were talking about how we heard this news of the gates changing out right over there in California Adventure.
Yesterday,
and they literally installed them right after that episode released.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we know a lot of people listen to the podcast, and maybe they're listening in right now. So Megan, what would be a different franchise that you think would possibly fit in well over at California Adventure, over in those empty warehouse buildings instead, without having to remove Monsters, Inc.?
Without having to remove, so it'd be something else Pixar then. Oh man. I don't know. I mean, we have Cars, we have Avengers. Avengers is fine. We're still waiting on them to add our second ride. Like, hello. Like, can we take care of that, please? And gosh, so it would be Pixar.
Or what about Zootopia?
Zootopia would be cool.
Because it could be like the whole cityscape thing. Like, it's like the extension of the back lot.
Like kind of what they have in Shanghai.
Yeah, but I would probably change it so instead of you, like, yeah, I guess along those lines for the most part.
They did, this was funny, they did this during the holidays where they turned the big studio into like this frozen winter wonderland. They actually had like snow and stuff. This was years ago. So I don't know, like something Frozen, and of course they had Frozen at the Hyperion too for a while.
Well, you guys don't have any type of Frozen attraction.
Encanto? No, not anymore.
That's true.
Except for just the meet and greet at Animation Academy. Yeah.
And that would make sense because that's not too far away from that meet and greet location, or move their meet and greet over there to a more permanent location and put a different character in Animation Academy instead.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they could easily figure something out there. Yeah. So yeah, I like Coco would make a lot of sense because but I know they do have Paradise Gardens back in that area, but you know, there's just something else that's not Avatar. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry
okay.
for my
I think
Avatar
that's the
fans
general
out there.
consensus is that it needs to be something other than
Tron.
Avatar.
Danny in the chat just said Tron. Or one of our DC or one of our Patreons just said Tron. And they had Tron back there for a while. They had a Tron arcade. They had Electronica, which was
the
one
dance
of our first
party.
Oh yeah, we had DJ and everything.
And the Mad
Tron.
Tea Party was back there too once upon a time, like a long
That was
time ago.
after Electronica. Yes, Electronica got it started, then it turned into Mad Tea Party for a while. Yeah.
I know some people that were very upset about that disappearing.
Oh, there were some hardcore Alice in Wonderland Mad Tea Party fans that were over there every day, just raving in DCA, fist bumping and all, and getting their face painted. Yep. Yeah, that was a whole thing. That was a bummer when they got rid of it. Yeah, I thought it was cute. It was fun.
Yeah.
Brianna says Tron needs to go in Tomorrowland. Yeah, Tron could go in Tomorrowland too.
Anything needs to go into Tomorrowland. Hashtag Walt Disney World with empty Stitch's Great Escape still, and is still bitter about it. So thoughts?
That's
opinions?
crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Yeah. You just have an empty building sitting there.
Just an empty shell of a building right there.
Which, I mean, we kind of do too. Like, the only thing that's in Star Wars Launch Bay is a Disney card holder meet and greet and the DVC lounge upstairs. So, I don't know. That building hasn't been turning since what was it? The Dream Home in Interventions. She's been staying still the whole time.
Yeah. How about, okay, that's okay. It would make sense if they put some type of Avatar experience inside that building. Like,
yes,
that could be very
indoors.
Tomorrowland-esque. Because it's aliens. Yeah. It's literally a different planet.
True. That's a good idea, Danielle.
I could see them taking over that shell of a building, and there's so much real estate in there. I don't know what they could turn it into, but they could turn it into something.
Well, what what could easily be done with the lighting and special effects is the dark illuminated like forest inside. That could be kind of cool. So you could do like a walkthrough. And that would be, I don't know. I think that'd be
literally
cool.
Turn Na'vi River Journey into a walkthrough attraction, and you could totally do it.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you probably actually get more people in and out, and the line would be 1/3 the amount because you're not having to wait to load a boat.
I think that'd be so cool. Yeah. We should do that. But now, of course, Iger said it's a land, so.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. We will see. Again, DC3, not DC3, Club, not even that. D23, all the D's in the numbers
and
is coming up here very, very soon. And again, there's going to be so many Blue Skies projects. They're going to have to announce something to compete with Epic Universe here at Walt Disney World.
I know.
And maybe this will be their answer. They're going to be like, well, we don't want to touch Walt Disney World for right now because they don't want to spend money even on entertainment. And Danielle's still bitter about it, but it's fine. So we're not going to give them anything else. But we'll mess with stuff over here in Disneyland. What can we do here? So I don't know. Oh, goodness. See, y'all, we got to just see. Everybody else thinks our chat is popping up right now saying Na'vi walkthrough Journey of Water DCA edition. We could do something like that too. But yeah, a lot of people are agreeing.
Yeah. No Pandora doesn't. I see Alicia. I'm 100%. Alicia says stop the copy and paste. And I agree. We don't need to do that. Anyway, we'll see. We got, probably a ton of either news or a lot of Blue Sky projects and ideas coming to the D23 convention this year, D23 Expo. So tickets go on sale soon for that, don't they, Danielle?
Yes, that one I do have to set my alarm for because that one is coming up. So that way I don't sleep through it like I did the marathon.
Gosh, when is the date for that? I don't even.
I want to say it's the 20. It's not this week. It's next week, like the 28th or something like that.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I will set my alarm as well.
Oh, hold on. You know what? This episode will have
March
aired
26th.
before. March 26th is when it starts going on sale.
Yes. And gold members, I feel like get priority, no?
They haven't announced anything for golden members yet if they get priority.
Oh, geez. Well, never mind then.
Yes. I was talking about it with somebody else.
It's
Like, they haven't announced anything yet. They haven't said anything about like if anybody's getting early access, if nobody's getting early access. So more info to come, hopefully, and we will let y'all know if we hear anything. But this episode will be releasing before those tickets go on sale. So again, what we know so far is that they will be going on sale on the 26th of this month, March 26th, on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay. Fun times.
You know what? We need to take a break from our rantings before we go any further. That was a fabulous little ratatouille right there. Good job,
Yes,
Megan.
the ratatouille. Yep.
Instead of Disney News, it was a ratatouille. I think we try to pin that in one of our last episodes, and I think
we'll keep it coming.
It's becoming more of a regular thing now.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll have to
It'll
work
be a
on
regular
a little
segment soon.
a regular segment, and we'll have to come up with another jingle to be able to place that in. But
Yes.
I think Chris has a brand new game for us that we have not played yet here and on this show.
Let's go.
I do have a game. Let's play a game. This is a brand new game to Disney Countdown, and it's called Initially Identical.
Oh, like initially identical of the copy and pasting of the Pandora rides over here to Disneyland. We see how that is. Okay. Ironically on theme. Continue, Chris.
Yep.
For this game, you'll have to guess the names of Disney movies. I'll give you a clue, which also shares the initials of the movie in question. We'll go back and forth. If you can't come up with the answer, we'll give the other host an opportunity to chime in. Now, before we get started, I will say it wasn't on purpose, but all of these movies are live action for some reason. I'm not sure how that worked out. But
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What
Let's
are
talk
the
about
initials? What are the words?
So
that's the game.
Right. The clue is going to match the initials of the movie.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No,
So,
but we'll
like-
figure it out.
So if it was, let's say it
I
was
can
like
start.
Finding
Okay.
Nemo or something, I would say it's
Fish noggin.
yeah, something like that. And then you say, okay, that's the same initials. And
Okay. But this still requires Danielle knowing letters and having to put them
You're
in
gonna
order
have to-
to make sense.
yes.
You're
This is
gonna have to put-
concerning already.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
So we'll start with Megan.
Okay.
This one is Halloween Panic.
Halloween.
Remember, these are all live action. So
and all Disney, right?
all Disney. Yeah, you can find them all on Disney Plus and with the Disney little animation in the beginning of the movies.
Okay. Halloween Panic.
I know.
You know it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought I was gonna be good at this. Oh my god.
Do you
Do you want me to steal?
want to steal it?
Wait, give me 2 more seconds.
You got it. Did it help?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it Hocus Pocus?
It is Hocus Pocus.
Duh. Oh my god. Never mind, I'm gonna be really bad at this. This is
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
fun.
We'll
Okay.
see. It might get worse. It might get better. We don't know.
A little bit of both. It gets worse and it's also better. And next one up, this one is for Danielle.
Mhm.
Okay.
This one is Magically Perfect.
Magically Perfect.
This one I do know.
What starts with M and P? That's Magically Perfect. Okay, I'm struggling on this one now. I might have to give this one to Megan.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Is it Mary Poppins?
It is Mary Poppins.
Ah, dang it. I should have got that one right away.
I should have got yours.
I
That's
think
so
it was
funny.
because for some reason, I don't associate Mary Poppins with magic, even though she is magical. She's just Mary Poppins. It doesn't even
I
have its
know.
own definition. Okay.
I know.
Okay, now.
Okay, wait.
I don't know
Let's
how
see
I
if we
feel
can
about
get back
this.
on track with the ones that we're
Let's try
assigned.
this again. Megan, you go again.
Okay.
Megan, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yours is Wrangled for Ridiculous Rowdiness.
Wrangled for.
Write it down, please.
Wrangled for ridiculous So RFRR.
No. WFRR.
See,
WF.
God know how to spell. I ain't knowing how to spell.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That's right.
I did not get that at all. I am shocked you got that one, Megan. That's impressive.
And I need to know how to spell. Wow. Okay. Go back to school.
2D Kimball.
2DK Imbo.
Danielle, it's your turn. The next one is Thruster Rucksack.
What?
Wait, what?
So TR.
Yes.
What does it mean to rucksack? Thruster.
Rucksack.
Rucksack.
The Rocketeer?
The Rocketeer is correct.
Oh,
That was I'm so glad you
I
got
am
that one.
so
I would not have gotten
impressed
that.
with myself.
What year is that movie? When is that? Is that old?
90. Oh gosh, was it 93?
Early 90s, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's
wow.
like one of the best. Oh, it's one of the best.
Okay,
It's
I'm
one
gonna
of those
watch it
movies
then.
where people don't realize that it is it is a Disney movie. It's one of those
Yeah.
live action films that came out during that time. They're like, oh, it is Disney. Yeah.
Kind of like is The Kid is also Disney with Bruce Willis.
That one's
Like-
funny too because it's named Disney's the Kid. I almost
Disney's
used
the
that
Kid.
one, but it was just such a weird name.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
who's next?
Me.
Megan's next. Yours is Cold Race.
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings is absolutely correct.
Didn't even have to write that down.
No.
One of the best movies of all time.
All right, Danielle, you're up.
Okay.
And yours is Twins Plan Trade.
Oh, you got this.
Twins plan trade. Oh, The Parent Trap.
Hey. Nice.
Oh, the good one. Good one.
Nice.
And Megan, back to you. Yours
Okay.
is Trio Thrashes Monarchy.
Oh, wow. I did not realize this is another Disney film. Is that right? No.
I feel like it's the three.
Your feeling is correct. Let's expand upon that.
The three.
Kiefer Sutherland, Oliver Platt, Charlie Sheen, Chris
I don't
O'Donnell,
know who those people are.
Sting, Bryan Adams,
Oh, so this
Rod
is this.
Stewart. This is
This
the
is
Three Musketeers.
Three
I get it right.
Musketeers. I was about to say Three Mouseketeers.
You're like, wait.
I have I've never seen that movie.
I've
Oh,
only
it's
seen the
I didn't know-
animated version with Donald
See,
Duck, Mickey
same.
Mouse, and Goofy.
Same, and that's why I was like, wait, you said live action. That's not right then. Okay, the Three
The theme
Musketeers
song,
is
the theme
Disney.
song that is, in and of itself is worth watching the whole movie for.
Ah, I gotta see these. Okay,
One of
okay.
the best like music that Disney's ever put out, I think, honestly.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'll watch
All right,
that one too.
next one. This is for Danielle.
Yes.
All right, this one is Toy Maker Secession Contract.
Why you give me the big words? Toy Maker Secession.
Oh, you got this.
Who's a toy maker?
Who's like the most famous toy maker?
The biggest one.
Geppetto. His actually turned into a little boy and came to life. That's the only one I know. That's Pinocchio. That doesn't work.
Well, I've seen on Instagram that you definitely know this person, so if it helps at all.
The Santa Claus?
The Santa Claus is correct.
Oh,
Nice.
see, I think it was the in the beginning was throwing me off because I was like, I just call it the Santa Claus movie, but yeah, everybody just said the.
The Santa Claus. Yep.
Okay.
So, Megan, this is back to you.
Yes.
Here we go. This is an older one. So
Oh,
here we go.
jeez. Oh god.
I know.
Okay.
Bewitchment against baddies.
Bewitchment against.
So it's B-A-B?
BAB.
yeah.
An old one.
It's an old one.
Bewitchment.
Yeah. And
Oh, I know this one.
do you want to steal it, or Megan, do you want to give it a shot?
But
You have
I don't
not
think
seen
I-
this movie. I think we've actually talked about this.
okay. Yeah, you go for it, Danielle. Take it.
Is it Bed Knobs and Broomsticks?
It is Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Okay. So I haven't seen I've seen bits and pieces. I have not seen the full movie, which is really
That's
sad
fine.
because
Honestly,
I hear
just
it's
watch
great.
Three Musketeers. It's way better.
Okay.
What? No, Angela Lansbury. Okay, that's the one actress I
God
do know.
rest her soul. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen. Okay, what do I need to say? So,
Bryan Adams.
Brian Adams, absolutely. Anyway, I don't want a tangent. This is not my segment. Here we go. Here's the last one. This is for Danielle, right?
Okay.
Husband's invention saves tiny kin. Come on.
Wait.
Oh,
Husband
this is
invention
easy.
saves tiny kin.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I Shrunk not the audience, the kids.
That is correct. You did it.
I was about to say the old show line, and that's not it. Oh, that's a good one, Chris.
That was
Okay.
fun. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for playing.
We did better than we thought, Megan. Virtual high five.
Yeah. Started off rough and then got better from there.
We did.
That's what we like to see. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Well, that was super fun. Thank you again to
Yeah.
Chris for that awesome new game. I look forward to playing that one again and hopefully doing better. But
I thought we did pretty good.
I think we ended pretty well. You did really good because Danielle knows her live action movies, especially the
But I don't,
oldest
though.
but
That's
goodies.
what's funny. Like, I think Chris just happened to pick some that I just happen to know, because I cannot remember the last time I saw Cool Runnings, to be completely honest.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
like,
But the
there's
Rocketeer
some-
that was a good guess. I would not have gotten that one.
I don't know the Rocketeer. So that's my one that I've only seen clips of. I haven't actually seen the entire thing, but I know it more for the Disney history and its references that was in Hollywood studios for the longest time.
Gotcha. Okay. And
yeah.
we did not have anything like that over here, so that makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I think that'll bring us to our countdown for this week. Actually,
We
the
haven't
next
even told
two
them what we're
episodes.
counting
I
down
know. Again, we haven't even mentioned it. Yeah, we are counting down our top 10 favorite Disney characters. Now, there weren't a lot of stipulations to this list in particular. Pixar was a free game. And I think the only thing is that we couldn't really reuse our sidekicks from last season.
Right.
So we're trying to avoid the sidekicks. These are all a little bit newer Disney characters, and I'm very excited to get into it and hear Danielle's, because I'm sure hers will be a little bit more obscure than mine. Mine are pretty standard.
And for this list, we did the only stipulation was the no sidekicks that we mentioned in the previous list. And but this also involves, it can be Pixar, it can be characters are exclusive just to a park, it can be live action characters too, because there's some characters we like more in live action than we do the animated version. So we have all of those available, and I don't know, Megan, I am so nervous about this list, because even as I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know if I agree with how I place some of these ones. Like,
Well, that's what 11 through 15 is for, and that's what the explanations are for that we say after we announce our picks. So, I mean, do you want to get into it? Would you like to start us off, Danielle?
well, I do know who my number 10 is. I can go ahead and say that.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right. My number 10 is Rosetta, Tinkerbell's
the
flower fairy friend.
Really? I see. The last thing I expected you to pick was a fairy in your top 10.
Really?
I had no idea. Yeah, because I didn't know. Because we were talking about how Tinkerbell fans are, very intense sometimes. So I
But
did not.
only for specifically Tinkerbell. The girlies that grew up with the Tinkerbell books in the early 2000s, and like I loved. I actually still have the book somewhere. The art of Disney fairies, like the original, before the Tinkerbell movies even came out. I was obsessed with the art style. I was that girl in the artsy world. Okay, when there's always these girls, whenever you become an artist, it goes through these processes of, you start with cringy anime phase, and then you eventually become either a mermaid, a horse, or a fairy girly. And I was a fairy girly.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I loved the Tinkerbell fairy art, and I was obsessed with it. It was my personality for a good part of middle school for me, and and then once the Tinkerbell movies came out, I loved Rosetta and her little sassy Southern Belle style, and I don't know, she became my favorite.
She's so cute. I love, like, I've seen some clips of her, the audios of her on TikTok. She's very, very cute.
I don't
and I
do
get that choice.
mud, but
I
you're a
don't do
garden
mud.
fairy. Ironic, isn't it?
Ironic, isn't it? Great audios. She's, very, very cute little fairy. So love that choice. Okay. I was not expecting that.
Thank
very
you.
Nice. Very nice. Alrighty. So my number 10, I'm already kind of cheating a little bit here with this one because I can't just pick one. It is Chip and Dale. And for
That's
many
okay.
reasons.
I consider them a duo. You can't separate them.
Right. Like, what did we say for Jock and Gus for our sidekicks or something like that?
Right.
So I can't separate them. First of all, seeing them in the parks, some of my favorite characters ever to interact with in the parks. They're so cute. They're so funny. They mess with each other and it's just hilarious. And you see so many cute videos of them and there's a reason why. They are just that entertaining and that comical.
Mm-hmm.
Second is that I love them in their cartoons growing up, like the old Mickey Mouse cartoons, especially like the Christmas tree one where Pluto was like messing with them and then they were messing with the tree. So I love the old cartoons of them, and that's the reason they were in my top 10. They're just the funniest little, brother duo that I think Disney has, and they're one of probably one of the original characters. So that's why I put them at 10. Chip and Dale.
That.
Yeah,
I think I don't know if we've ever talked about this on this podcast. I've heard. And I think this is up for debate. Some people call them brothers, but supposedly they're just friends. They
they're
actually
just friends?
have no
Okay.
relation.
I didn't even.
But I don't. I forget where I heard that confirmation from. I would have to double check my resources to see who said they were only friends. Like if Walt Disney said it, then sure. But if it was somebody else, I don't necessarily believe them.
Okay.
I'll have to double check
Thank
my
you.
resources on that though.
Thank you for fact checking me because I was like saying brothers and I was like in my head I was like are they really brothers, Megan? Do you know that? So yeah, they very well could not be. And for those of you who are listening and being like they're not brothers, okay,
We'll
sorry.
confirm for the next episode, and we will when we're going through and reviewing. I will let you know what I find out.
Awesome, thank you.
Sound good?
That sounds
Okay. Number 9 is what we're moving on to. And okay, this one was kind of similar to your Chip and Dale's,
Oh, okay.
right? Where I can't split them up. And it is the 3 Good Fairies.
Oh, from Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty,
Oh,
Flora, Fauna, and
yay.
Merryweather.
I
was like,
love
okay,
them too.
I was really thinking hard about this one. I was like, okay, do I actually like these characters separate? And I'm like, no, I don't think I do. They're another package duo. I can't see one without the other. And I love them. A lot of that is from my fairy godmother time at the Bibbidi Boppity boutiques, and they are still very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
So yes, they're sitting there pretty at my number 9 spot.
Oh, I love that pick. That was really good.
Thank you.
The cake making scene remains iconic in my head from
Yes,
Sleeping
and
Beauty.
I don't know if you've ever seen the TikToks of the people that have recreated that cake in real life.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
Amazing.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I could bake that well.
And I think that, I don't know, I think the fairies, where was I going with this? I was going to say something. Oh, them in Festival of Fantasy here at Walt Disney World.
Yes.
And
Magic Happens over here. Yeah.
That literally that float and seeing them on that float is one of the main reasons why I need to go out to California to see Magic Happens, because I have yet to see that parade. That is one of the main reasons why.
That's right, because you were here during the holidays. Yes, that's right. Okay. You do have to come back because it's a cute float.
It is a very cute float. I've seen all the videos. I've seen all the pictures. I watched it multiple
They're
times.
going up and down and around. Yeah.
Right. And I think to myself, I'm like, okay, let's talk about that for a second. Why are the 3 fairies put on the most hardest vehicles to operate or things? Because their systems for them to glide along a Festival of Fantasy, those aren't easy. Those are pretty difficult. And then now they're on a spinning up and down carousel as they go around. These poor women are so nauseous. And
It's like, how did they not get dizzy? Oh no.
how did they not get dizzy? Yeah. Oh goodness. But yes, I love the 3 fairies, and they're sitting there pretty at number 9.
Nice. Love that choice.
Thank
Big
you.
fan. Alrighty, so my number 9, I'm realizing I have quite a lot of animals on my list here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's Thumper from Bambi. And this was my favorite character as a kid growing up. That wasn't like a main character. I just loved how cute little Thumper was. I still will say his phrase, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. And just to the fact that he was so adorable and Bambi's best friend, along with Flower, of course. And he was just, Bambi is such an emotional movie to begin with, but Thumper was a little bit more of a happy and helpful, I guess, or trying to be helpful character in that movie. So, and of course for the nostalgia, I loved Thumper. I think I still have some stuffed animals of Thumper, like in the house somewhere. But yeah, so I had to put him in my top 10. And there he is.
Oh, so randomly, here's a random Disney thing in the middle of the countdown that you probably don't care about, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The this is really random. In World War II, right, when Walt Disney was creating all these insignias for all these different squadrons and stuff like that for so all the different logos and the patches, almost every Walt Disney character was used except for Bambi himself.
Really?
Thumper was used out of like the 1,200 insignias that were created. Thumper was used like once or twice. Bambi was never used. He was one of the few characters that had no reference in any of those insignias.
That's so interesting.
Isn't that weird? But Thumper was.
But Thumper was. Is there a reason why?
I don't know. Unless because it was like a deer character. But like they're like, oh no, out of the 2 characters, Bambi is not cool enough. Thumper, though, we like him. Let's put him on a rocket or something like
Thumper's
that.
that guy. That's really interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, there you go.
Random
Thumper
Disney
was,
thing.
Yeah. Thumper was cool enough to get in.
He was. He really was. Well, moving on to the number 8.
Yes.
Okay. This one, I was really bouncing back and forth between this one and like where they were going to be placed. Is Daisy Duck.
Iconic. We love Daisy.
The sass queen, the icon of Walt Disney World and Disneyland. She was one of my favorite meet and greets over in Disneyland during the holiday season.
Oh my gosh,
she's
phenomenal.
Her fluffy little jacket thing that she was in. Oh my gosh.
So cute. I know.
I loved
her holiday outfit.
Oh, yes. I can just watch videos of her exiting and entering on stage.
Just her little walk. She's got her little sassy walk.
Oh,
and the poses she does, she is truly iconic. So I'm a major support of Daisy.
Oh, yes.
And your choice in her top 10.
Thank you. I think it's funny. Not as many people. I think people will be surprised by that one. Like, don't get me wrong. I think because people don't associate Daisy as like they associate her as a park character, like a park meet and greet character. But do you really associate Daisy with like an animation character? You think Donald Duck first and then Daisy?
I think so. Yes, because Daisy really didn't come in until later. So, at least a little bit later. But yeah, Daisy I associate with a park character because she is just so fun to meet in person in the parks. Yeah. But she's still great. You know, she's on Mickey Mouse Club. She's in all that. And
I love
just as cute
her
as ever.
And the newer Mickey Mouse, the World of Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
She has some of the best one-liners and so much sass. I love her so much in the new cartoons. So that's really why she got pushed up so much, was because of the newer cartoons.
Nice. Okay. I need to watch some of those because I've grown to love Daisy more and more over the years.
Yes, so add that to your list. And those ones are shorter instead of the longer movies, like what we talked about in the last episode, or in our bonus episode.
Time. Yes, okay.
You will have time to watch those.
Okay, cool. Easy to watch before bed. Can do. Alrighty, my number 8 is gonna be specifically from a ride.
Oh,
I think a lot of people who follow me will understand. It's King Triton.
Sorry, the cackle. Oh, okay. This one I was not expecting. This one I was not ready for.
This is obviously because we're talking about, you know, movie shows, rides. I had to include Daddy Triton in my top 10 because he's he's a legend, and he just sits there at the end of the Little Mermaid ride, looking as he does, and
with his
I'm just
muscular self.
swooning over the animatronic, like, Triton, oh my god. Looking good today. So yeah, there he is at my number 8, just because he's the husband, or he's the husband before I get married to my husband.
I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking.
It's okay.
That's hilarious though. I see in the chat's jumping off saying, of course, no one's surprised. I'm surprised that I'm like, okay, mood, respected,
Brianna.
pop off. Love it.
He had to be included. Yes. So thank you all for the support in the chat.
A time. I love it so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Number 7.
moving on to number 7. Now that we have pictures of Daddy Triton in our minds now.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm still hung up over that. Okay, number 7. Get serious, because it is. Oh gosh, this was another one. Okay, this was the one that kept bouncing around. Like, who do you place in front of Daisy Duck? Number 7, Clarabelle frickin' Cow.
Oh, another icon in the parks. To me,
Oh.
Clarabelle is a time. She is
Yes.
also one of the queens of sass, but also like she's so fierce when you see her
She
walking.
is.
Oh my gosh! During Pride Night last year, she was like the leader of the cavalcade, and loved her. Just the moment, she was the moment.
She was.
Sorry,
She
I'll
really
let you
was.
continue. I just get so
No.
excited about Clarabelle.
It's right. So Clarabelle, when it comes to her in animation pieces, I really loved her early 2000 genre, where she was the gossip lady that came on stage during House of Mouse, and in the Three Musketeers movie, like the animation movie that we talked about, she's supposed to be like the villainous sidekick character, and instead she falls in love with Goofy, which love them together as a couple.
Yes.
A little bit more than Horace Horsecollar, though I do think that they are more of an official item than him and Clarabelle, but that's just all I'm saying. And
yeah.
The gossip between these two characters and this love triangle. We just don't know who Clarabelle's faithful to. And oh gosh, what was I saying? Because I got distracted by that. Anyway, her singing in the Three Musketeers, hilarious. And how she's like singing about I don't know. Just look it up, y'all. If you have not seen the Three Musketeers, the animated version with Donald, Goofy, and Mickey Mouse, it is hilarious. Go watch it. I made our friends Twin Sauce, Luke and Paul, watch it. When I think they watched it a long time ago, but last time I was in Kansas City, made them sit down and watch it, and we had a great time. It was good.
I need to watch that too, because I mean, it's a great movie, and she is iconic as well. Simply the moment. We love Clarabelle, and and the meet and greet in the parks, and whenever she's in the parks, it's always a good day.
It makes me angry that I don't see more of her here at Walt Disney World. You only can see her really during the hoedown in the middle of the day, only for a wee bit, and sometimes in the parades, but she has a more regular meet and greet over in Disneyland.
Yes, she is. Well, she has her own ice cream shop over in DCA. So
that's true.
Which has amazing ice cream and amazing adult beverages and floats.
Ooh.
Yes, we love Clarabelle's. All right, lovely choice, Danielle.
Thank
My
you.
number 7, which is, I mean, kind of in the same boat here, is gonna be Pluto. Now, Pluto, man, from the cartoons when I was growing up to the recent figure and prominence in my life that he is, I love that little dog. He's just so cute. He is Mickey's best friend, and actually I kind of recently found out that he was Minnie's dog at first, and then Mickey kind of took over as his owner / best friend.
I think his name was Rover,
and it was
originally?
Rover. Yeah.
Was that it?
I learned that in the drawing him in Animation Academy. Yes. Yeah. So and he's also so fun to meet in the parks too. He's just got, he uses his little tongue and to give his kisses, and yeah. And it was just it was a cute thing when we lost our dog, and I walked in Animation Academy that same day because I had a reservation, had to scan in, and that was who they were drawing literally as I walked in. So I was like, well, it was fate. I was meant to draw Pluto for Bella. And
That's
so yeah. And then someone gave me Bobble Bar earrings that were Pluto last month, just out of the blue, just because she hadn't worn them. Like, she bought them in December, hadn't worn them, and then said, I wanted you to have them. I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you. So yeah, Pluto had to be in the top 10 for me, just of, again, how much he's been in my life. So there he is.
Oh, that's Daddy's favorite character, but he did not make my list, unfortunately.
That's okay. I got a lot of dogs in my list, so I'm just looking now. Like,
I know you saw the Disney Dooney dog re-release that's happened.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
and supposedly it's only in New York right now, or it was.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And y'all, I know a lot of you have been messaging me because I made that video talking about my time of like my PTSD from when that bag originally released. And I still don't know anything. My merchandise friends still don't know anything. They thought it was going to release to shopdisney.com. It did not. It only went to the New York Disney store, and nobody has any other answers. We love that for us. So
we love that. Yeah.
We love that. Not really. It's fine.
I really want to get those ears.
You need to add them to your collection.
I know.
But number 6, moving on as we get so distracted. Y'all, again, thank you for bearing with us in this episode. And I feel like we've gone on quite a few ratatouilles again in this episode, and we had so many great reviews and great notes that we wanted to get through, and we appreciate y'all so much. But again, make sure you're following us on all the things, all the socials, Disney Countdown Show, the Dapper Danielle, the Magical Millennial _ from Miss Megan. And again, thank you so much for listening this far into the episode. But
thank you guys. Yes,
number 6 is another character that is a icon and gets so much love over in the Asia parks. And I am angry that I don't get to see her more here at Walt Disney World. And that is Clarice. Chip and Dale's little flirtation every once in a while. She literally has only appeared in one episode, and that is 2 Chips and a Miss. And it is one of my favorite Chip and Dale shorts. She has not appeared in anything else. Like, I don't even think she appeared in House of Mouse, actually.
I don't think so.
No, but her meet and greet character, she has so much merch over in Tokyo Disney, in Hong Kong, and in Shanghai, and she actually gets representation over in Disneyland every once in a while.
We have her characters out here, yeah.
Yeah, guess who doesn't? Disney World. I get to see her.
I'm sorry.
From a distance at what was it? I get to see her from a distance during the Christmas parade now, which so crazy to see her in that. And then what else is she in sometimes? She was there in the cavalcades for a hot second after COVID.
Yes. Yeah.
But I have not seen her a lot since then, and it makes me sad. But she is such a fierce character. Just the sass queens, one right after the other for me. Maybe this is just speaking about personality. Again, I just get sassy during the rants. That's it. And they're personified in Daisy Duck, Clarabelle Cow, and Clarice.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, great pick. Yeah. Honestly, she is so underrated. And she came out for the dance party not too long ago before it became like they do various themes for dance parties over in Tomorrowland, right? And she was there pretty regularly with Chip and Dale, other characters that came out to dance with the guests. And when she came out, we're just like, we loved her in her little dress. She's so cute. So
I just want her to have all the outfits, like what she has over in Tokyo Disney.
Yes. Yeah. And I love that she has representation over there. I think it's great. But yeah, bring her over to World for a little bit,
Just something. Just to appease Danielle. Forget anybody else. Just appease me.
Just for Danielle. Please.
Please.
All right.
What
Yeah,
about
well, my
you, Miss
number
Megan?
6, yes, the last pick of the day is going to be Doug. Now, this is my only Pixar character that I have put into my list, but I just love that little dog so much. From his classic squirrel line, which is, everyone says this, but it's quite literally me and my late onset ADHD, and just the fact that he's one of the cutest little dogs I think Disney and Pixar has ever created. I love it. Oh, his shorts from Disney Plus are so cute. Good. Oh, I'm such a big fan. I just fell in love with him even more after watching those. So I'm a dog person, y'all know that, and anything Doug related where he's like on the merch, I'm like I gotta think about it because I always want it so bad. I think I do have like a Disney dogs backpack somewhere, a Loungefly, but yeah, you gotta include my little Pixar pup in top 10. So he was
meeting and greeting over there in Animal Kingdom the other day, and his line was pretty long. I was like, okay, way to go, Doug.
Yes. Yeah, he gets a decent line over here in DCA as well. He's usually either with Russell or Carl, but he's a fun one to meet for sure.
That's
and just so cute. One. Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, that rounds out our 10 through 6, everybody.
Good one. A round of applause. Yay.
Can't wait to share our 1 through 5 with y'all next week.
I think what's funny is that a lot of people ask, like, okay, what that's the number one question. What's your favorite Disney character? This is such a hard question to answer because it's like picking your favorite kid. You can't. True. So I do like this list that it's giving me a chance to like really list off all of these characters. And I feel like in a weird way, they kind of show a little bit of our personalities too.
I think so too. Yeah.
Right. Because you're going to pick ones that relate to you the most, not just for nostalgia memories, but also like personality wise too.
100%. Yeah, I fully agree. Mine are definitely more just like the fun characters. Like, just like the silly ones, the ones that, are happy-go-lucky, except for King Triton, obviously. That also shows my personality as well.
That's the chaotic side.
That's a little more chaotic, Megan. A little more, just unhinged. But, yeah, I fully agree. I love that you can kind of see the personality through the choices on this one.
Yes. Yeah. And I'll be interested to see what your top 5 are.
Same for you.
Everybody should know probably what my number 1 is.
I think so too.
We'll see. They're not going to be a surprise for me. I think they'll be a surprise for you, but not for me. Because we've been talking about them a lot here in the past couple of episodes. Well, not even just episodes, but like in my personal TikToks and Instagram. So yeah. But yeah. Thanks again, guys, for listening this far in. Let us know. Do you agree with our list? Are you shocked by any of these characters? Did you know Megan was going to pick Daddy Triton? Or did you not know? Like me, let us know. And we really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time.
See you next week, y'all. And until then, have a very magical day.
And night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight. I'm calling everybody daddy in this last episode. Daddy Bob Iger, Daddy Triton. Like, let's go. Okay.
So good.
This episode of the Disney Countdown Show is brought to you by our members of our exclusive Club DC 33.
Mayor B 13.
Zach Brown.
Lindsay Marie.
Danielle Boudreau.
Liz.
Kayla.
Maggie, Millennial Speaker of the House.
Sarah.
Piper.
Nikki.
Mark O.
Janelle.
Hannah Trebert.
Stephanie.
Cammie.
Haley Rose.
Debbie F.
Gab.
Shalimar.
Mindy.
Vicky Lovett.
Courtney Yarborough.
Brianna.
Emily.
Amber.
Julia.
Jessie.
Kiki.
Leanne. Jeffrey. To have your name read at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.